Hey y'all, welcome back. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today we are going to do a plan with me in my rings planner. Um, Mila says hi.
Hi.
So I'm doing, or I'm still in this Gilio with Franklin Covey compact inserts. And look at how cute this Emerald City card is from Starbucks. I went in actually looking for that gold one. And they didn't have it. They were sold out. And so I was like, ooh, I like this one. And they're like, yeah, just take it. So I was like, yes. It's really cute. Okay, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, we're doing a plan with me. And for this week. So when I'm recording this, it's Sunday. Oh, here. So these are new. I changed this up. Things are falling. So I changed this up. I'm using inserts from, oh my gosh, I cannot remember her name. Elise, maybe Designs, something like that. I'll put it down in the description. My friend Jaylee, she told me about her, and so I went in to look at her stuff, and I was like, okay, this is so cute. And I loved this instead of what I was doing before. It was 2 pages, and this is just 1 page, and I like it better because I have more room in the boxes to actually write stuff, which I'm thinking I'm going to transfer my birthdays onto that instead of having this one sheet with birthdays. And then at the bottom there, I can do all of like plan out the month, or future planning, or like stuff that like ideas to do for the month, like say there's like events or whatever in different places, and that is just something to give me an idea of what we can do. Yeah, and so then I've also been filling out my holidays section, like what I need to take, what we're doing, and all of that good stuff. So it's been really fun playing in this and actually filling out the inserts and making it mine. And I love it. I feel so at home in this planner right now. Super chunky, but I'm learning to kind of deal with I'm used to my chunky Hobonichi weeks where I have to like tilt it a certain way to write in it. So it's been okay. Tilt it to move it.
Tilt it.
Like this. Okay, so this I'm planning on Sunday night, and I decided I'm going to do a voiceover because there was a lot of noise in the background. There's so much going on, and there's thunder. We had the storms and stuff. Right now that I'm doing the voiceover, it's Monday. So we had tornado warnings all night long. Oh, this is a pen I was showing. I think I showed it in my last video, and I was so excited about it. But now they're starting to kind of like skip. And so I'm I love how it writes, but then I get frustrated. I get frustrated when it starts skipping. So we'll see how long I use those. But anyway, I was saying we had tornado warnings like overnight into the more early morning, and all the way up to like 10 we were like under tornado watch. So the schools were delayed, or you could just have the kids do virtual. So I just kept them home, and we're doing virtual just in case we gotta run and take cover or something. I have them here and not having to drive around picking them up from school. So it's been interesting. We used to like watch the news for school closings because of snow, never because of tornadoes. So that's a new one. Yeah, so
Can we not go to school for snow days?
yeah,
When it's snowy on
Yeah.
the ground?
if they close, yeah. Okay, so what was I saying? I'm sorry. So yeah, so this is Monday. Sorry, that's when my kids are home. And if you hear my son yelling in the background, he's playing Fortnite with his friends. And he can get a little excited sometimes.
Yeah, but he forgot to do his homework on his iPad.
Okay, yeah. So then, yeah, so this is what last week turned out looking like, and I really love it. I love this insert. I'm really liking like the one page thing, especially right now. We're not that busy. Life is kind of like chill, which is so weird for us because we're used to just being on the go, and having all sorts of sports and stuff, and yeah, so it's kind of nice right now. But yeah, I liked it because on the left side, it was just like my main like appointments or like important things I had to do. And then on the right side, I can just go down and do my like list of to-dos. And, if I do them, it's okay. If not, I can move them over to the next week like usual. And then I was shown before on that right page, I had my list.
I love you guys.
So sweet. And then on that page I was showing on the left side was like my like task list that I've been carrying like over and over for like a few weeks now. I've done a few things off of it, but for some reason I don't look at it as much because it's not on my actual like insert, my like current weekly insert. It's so weird. So I was like, yeah, maybe this is not what I need. So I'll show what I do later. Okay, so then I'm about to plan. This is a new insert from Plan with B. I wanted to try it out. Like I said, right now our schedule is not that crazy, so I kind of like thought maybe this kind of insert might help. So we'll see. I'm just trying things out and see what works best. But then I was about to start planning, and then I saw that it's a Sunday start. Like, I'm a Monday start person. If I do anything Sunday, I confuse myself, and everything is just out of whack. And I can't function because I don't know why. I just can't. I cannot. I've loved the Saturday, Sundays together because we're like a sports family, and so we have like tournament weekends and all this kind of stuff. So I always needed those two together. And so when they're separate, I don't know how to, I don't know, my brain just kind of like, what are you doing to me? What's going on here? So then I didn't want to reprint, so I'm just figuring out how to cover that up. So I pulled out these stickers from Planner Monkey Co. and they're just too big for this section. And so I'm pulling them back up. Because I didn't like how they looked. They looked very smushed together.
Edge.
Good job.
Edge of the table.
Of the table. Good job. Mila's doing some work right now.
More books too.
Yes. So, yeah. I'll probably go back in and print.
Hi, guys.
And reprint. Because I already had a few printed, and oh my gosh, I cannot believe I did that.
What?
I don't know. I think I'll do, I'll probably just keep it like that because I don't want to go and waste ink just because. So, yeah, these stickers didn't work. They were too big.
Yeah.
Even though they're like tiny stickers, if you can see, they're like really small, but they're still too big for this section. So then I noticed my stamps that I have there, my number stamps, it has like the date stamps. So it has like Monday, Tuesday, and I was like, what? Like maybe I noticed that, but I didn't remember. So I was like surprised. So I'm here thinking like, oh, look at that. I just saw it. And so I'm like, okay, I'm going to use my stamps. So then I went in and just like did whiteout on the dates that were printed, and use my stamp, and I kind of actually like how it turned out. So I really liked how it ended up turning out. I was a little scared because sometimes on the whiteout, when you stamp on top of it, it smears, and it did a little bit. So I'm gonna have to find a different way to do that on the other weeks. If I, which I think I'll use this again. I'll talk about that later. So, yeah, so then, yeah, I just wrote Monday through Sunday and then the dates. And yeah, it's just, and actually I think I liked it better because it's more like bold and like darker, whereas the writing on this insert's really light. And it's fun. It's always fun stamping things. So I was like, okay, it's okay. But yeah, I'm also kind of like crooked and stuff. So I was like, oh, I'm trying not to like, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. And so then, it took me a second also to kind of like, okay, how am I going to do this? Because I'm not used to this insert, and the little bitty spaces on the top. Like I was trying to figure out. But, so I made these little sticky notes. It says this week and next week. And they have been very helpful. So during the week, like anything that comes up or things that I remember or whatever, instead of writing them in that next week already, I've just been writing them on these sticky notes, and it's been very helpful because sometimes plans change, you know, or get canceled, and so and then I also made these for the monthlies. So I have like December, January, I have all the months, and that's also been really great to like forward planning, future planning. And then that way I can just stick, like right now I can just grab the sticky note and I have all these dates, all this information that I need for this week, and I can plan it out. So it's been great. And so then this next week, I'm going to move it to next week. And then to the side there, I wrote the dates, and that way I know what week that is for. And then this insert here, I'm going to use next week. I made this one myself on Canva, and I figured I would need a lot more space because next week is going to be busy. It's my daughter's birthday. It's Thanksgiving. We have school break, so we're going to have lots of fun things going on. So I know I'm going to need more writing space. So that's what I'm going to use next week. I'm so excited for that one. But for this week, it's a little chill. So we're doing this one page, week on one page. So, let's get started. So, trying to figure out here what I'm doing because the boxes up top are very small. And so finally I was like, you know what, I'm just going to go for it and, write in, I'm going to use the very top for like important things that I need to like stand out and that I need in my face. Stuff that is like timed or just of importance, you know, which everything pretty much I need to make sure I try and do, but those things are like, do not forget. You cannot forget these things. So here I'm just trying to like make sure that I have what I have on my month is on this top row, because usually what I write in my monthly, it's because it's important and has to be done. And so I'm for sure, and I didn't rewrite those on this week's sticky note because I already have it written down. So that's why I'm checking both the monthly and the sticky notes to make sure that I don't forget anything or miss anything. So this week is their last week of school before the Thanksgiving break. And so my daughter's birthday falls on next week, the 26th. And so the teacher said she wanted to have Friday as like her day to celebrate her birthday with the classroom, which I thought was really sweet. Which if she didn't say anything, I was gonna say like, hey, can I take some stuff? But she was like, hey, since it's her birthday, she's not gonna be here, like we're gonna do, so she's so sweet. I love her teacher.
I love my teacher too.
Yes.
And she's cute when she wears costumes.
Yes. So then on the 22nd, so Our donut shop here in town, they have, or they make these like letter donuts, so like you can make like a phrase or whatever. And so I'm gonna do that and have it say like happy birthday in her name, and then take those to her class in the morning so they can have like for their snack time they have that instead. And then
yeah, or we could bring cupcakes.
Yes, and then in the afternoon we'll do like cupcakes and goodie bags or something like that.
Wait, how about I bring goodie bags for all the kids? So if they be good for the look party, then they get a goodie bag.
Yeah, sounds good. Good plan, Mila.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
My teacher likes kids being good.
Yes.
Because we have a treasure box there. So if we be good, she will get us candy or get us the treasure box.
Okay, that's awesome.
So
then, so I need to make sure that on the Thursday I order those so they can be ready for Friday morning. Then also just like some other doctor's appointments and things like that. And that's when I noticed I was smearing the dates up there, so I have to like go back in and try to clean it up a little bit. So next week I'll have to remember to stamp them probably earlier and give them a day to dry or something before I start messing with it. I think that's what I'm gonna have to do, but if I remember. So then, sorry, she's sounding words out over here. Good job, out. Good job. Hope it's not too loud for y'all. Okay, so here I'm just going through my this week list, or next week list, sorry, for this week. I'm really loving this. Just having this sticky note, like it made everything so much better, because usually it takes me forever to plan out my week because I'm like going back and forth and trying to find, I put this note here, I put it, because usually I'll go in like my notes section and just write just a bunch of notes down, or my list section or my inbox section, like everything is just everywhere and it takes me forever to plan. But this, because I don't like to plan ahead in the actual inserts, because of, I think I mentioned it before, because plans change, things get canceled, and then you're having to like white out or just redo the insert or whatever. So I don't like doing that, so I would just use my notes and lists and inbox pages and monthly pages and sticky notes all over the place. I think I've done plan with me's before, and there's like just a bunch of sticky notes everywhere. So this, I really enjoyed. This is a lot more just like sleek and neater and in one spot, and I'm loving it. So yes, baby, I can. Yeah, so then now I'm just, right now I'm also just trying to figure out, because she has these two sections and it says date and description. And then at the bottom it says weekly task list. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's kind of light. So it was trying to figure out where to put what. And so what I decided is on those ones that say date and description, I'm going to put the stuff, like the second most important things there. And then in the task, everything else that should get done, but it's not a big deal if it doesn't get done this week, type of thing, So what's up? What's wrong?
Sour.
Oh. Then why are you eating it?
I put the whole thing in it.
Did you?
It wasn't even sour, and then it got sour.
Oh, jeez, you're so silly.
It's a little bit.
Okay, I thought you were eating something spicy. I was like, what's going on over there?
It's a little bit not good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so.
So sour.
Okay, so then I was done with that sticky note, and I had all my stuff written down. And so then what I'm going to do now is go back to that list that I mentioned before that I had on the left side of my page. It's like just like a running to-do list. And for some reason, I just really didn't look at it much. I don't know if it's because it wasn't on my actual like
please put this back in here because I don't know.
Yes. I don't know if it was because it wasn't on my actual like weekly insert. I mean, it was right next to it, but then I also had a bunch of like sticky notes and stuff on top of it. But for some reason, I just really didn't look at it much, and so I was like, okay, that's not good, because what if I needed to do a lot of those things, which I did. I remember like at the very beginning of the week, I was looking at it, and then it just towards the middle and end, I kind of like forgot about the list. So there's a lot of things on there that weren't done, and there's some things on there that really shouldn't even be on this list. It should be more on like my list section, and just kind of like at some point I can get to them. They're not like extremely important or anything like that. So here I'm just going to kind of figure out what is important, like what I should probably get done soon, and then what can be transferred to my list section. So if you can see, there are some check marks on there. So I did do some things. I just didn't do some other things. So yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, this kind of page is not going to work in my weekly section because I'm not used to seeing it like that. So I'm going to keep my tasks like in my list section, and then just kind of transfer over things as I need them done. And also just seeing that big old long list of to-dos was also kind of like daunting. Because it was just like a lot. So, and I think that's why I just kind of covered it up with sticky notes and then just purposely forgot about it, because it was like, it's a lot. So, yeah, it was kind of nice to just kind of look through that, see what I need, see what I actually really already did, which I kind of did a lot more than I thought. And then here I'm also looking at last week and seeing what I didn't do, and I'm having to write. So I'm showing you this pen is what I used for that week, and it's like darker ink, and I really loved it, but for some reason it just skips a lot. Like my brain, it just skips a lot from conversation to conversation. So anyhow, so yeah, this was actually kind of nice going through this list right here, because I thought I got this list from like my inbox section, and I just wrote it down on this instead of my list. And yeah, no, I need to stay with what I was doing, transfer it from my inbox into my list section, and then from my list section I can pick and choose what I transfer into my weekly section. And that way, because that's what I look at the most, is my weekly section, to figure out what I'm doing. And yeah, like, don't fix something that's not broken, right? So what they say. So yeah, not doing this thing again because it just kind of sat there. So I just kind of fast forwarded a little, so you're not just sitting there watching me write 1,000 things on my paper. So then I came to a part on here where I needed to put some stuff on here, like a to buy section, and I have like to buy sticky notes, but it's not a whole bunch that I needed. So I just decided to make a little section in the insert here, because it's not that much. If not, I would just get a sticky note. But
hi guys.
And then here is Mila showing y'all something that she drew. Yeah, and sorry about that. I just noticed that big red, not big, but that red tube in the way. She was playing with that. And then she was watching a show on my laptop, so I had very little space to work with. for this planning session.
Because I'm sitting with her.
Yeah, she's sitting with me. Okay, yeah, so here in this, there's like a little grid area that she's got right there in the middle. And so there, I decided to leave that for like the my like social media section, whatever, my Etsy section of what I need to do. So I also need to figure out my 2025 plans. I have no idea. I really don't think I'm gonna do my 8 weeks anymore. I've really loved this, like the ring planner, being able to change my inserts, my weekly inserts. They're looking different all the time, and having to go back to a book bound like that where it's the same insert all the time. I don't know if I can go back to that, because I've really, really enjoyed this. So yeah, I'm still kind of struggling. I bought one, but I'm thinking I'm going to return it. I don't think as of now, I don't know. I might change my mind by December and order another one, but we'll see. Anyway, so here is my list section and my little like fall pumpkin themed one. So here I'm going to write all the rest of the stuff that wasn't like urgent, and I'm going to put it in here. So I know that this stuff still hasn't been done. So then when I get back to it, I can get back to it. And I do check this often, which I should have just put that other page in here. So, because I do look at this and make sure like, okay, like what do I have to do today? Okay. And I get my stuff done, and then I look back there to see if there's anything from there that I can do or should do or should think about trying to do. But yeah, so that was kind of good getting rid of that one. Got all my thoughts strained out there on paper. So that was nice. And then here I'm just going through and making sure that whatever wasn't done that week, that is moved to where it needs to be at. But yeah, I've really been enjoying this planner because of this, that I'm able to change inserts all the time. And like this is a brand new insert, so different than what I'm used to. So it's nice just to kind of like have that change, you know, when you need it, when you want it. Yeah. So also if my like tattoos seem like they're just like popping out at you right now a little darker than usual, it's because my daughter and I went to get a new tattoo Saturday. She was like, Mom, I want to take you like have a mom and daughter tattoo like therapy time. I was like, okay. She wanted to have this I love you more. That's what we say to each other, but in our handwriting. So she wrote I love you for me, and then I wrote I love you more, and she got it on her like arm. And while I was there,
the day when I got that day with Esperanza?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And then so then while I was there, he was like, hey, let me fill those, because they were kind of fading, my finger ones. He's like, hey, let me like like fill those in, like make them do them over or whatever. I was like, okay. So then so that's why I look a little darker and like popping out, because they're fresh. So yeah, we had a little therapy time. She got 2 tattoos. I just got this I love you more. But that was so sweet of her. She was like, no, I'm paying, like it's my thing, my treat or whatever. So that was so sweet. And the fact that she wanted that, because it's something like we always say to each other, love you more. I always say I love you more. Or I say love you more when she tells me love you. So, and vice versa. She'll, like if I say love you, she'll say love you more. Anyway, over explaining something so simple.
And if I say love you, then she'll say
I love you more.
I love you more.
That's right.
Or if I say I love you more, then she'll say I love you more.
Yes. So then here's another one of my sticky notes that I created for their lunch menu for school for the week. And so I'm just going to put what they have this week for lunch. That way they can decide. It's just easier to look at this than having to dig for that paper in the back all the time, because my planner is usually open to this section, and so we just all kind of know where to look. And then this is the last week that they have school, and then they go on Thanksgiving break for a whole week, which is
this the last
awesome. Day? No, Friday.
Come on.
And so then also I went in and highlighted green, highlighted Friday in green because it's payday. And then also I'm highlighting here with the gray, just to kind of notate where there is a like task. That way when I go in, because the lines are so small, and so it just seemed everything was just kind of like lumped together. I don't know, like it was just kind of hard to see like the lines. I don't know. So I just went in, I figured with this gray, just kind of highlighting the little spot there at the front, it would kind of help me to be able to like, take things off a lot easier, and see where things were at. So also I need to find a to buy sticker for that to buy section that I put in the corner there. So here I'm just looking for that. It's been a while since I've even looked at stickers. It's crazy. I've just been like pen and highlighter for a few weeks now. Like it's rare. I think the last time I used stickers was when I did my monthly. When I planned out my monthly, I have stickers on there, but for my weeklies, I've just been doing pen and highlighter, which has been really working for me. But I wanted this section to kind of like...
Mama, look, I found a red one.
Oh, good job. Just kind of stick out a little bit. So I put a sticker. And then also over here to the left, I have a classroom goals, and I also made that sticky note. And it's just like things that my daughter has to work on for her class. Like they assign heart words that they need to go over, and then like this fluency packet that they send us every month. So I keep that there just to make sure that we're going over those words and everything.
Yes.
And then also,
yes. And then hard work.
And then also I figured I need to probably highlight up top there, because it also just looked like everything was just kind of jumbled together. So I went in and highlighted in everyone's like designated color, just so everything is a little more like broken up, and I can see like, what's going on with who and why and all of that stuff. So I like that a lot better, because I was kind of like, oh no, like it just looks like everything is just smushed together. Like I'm not used to something this small, but breaking it up like that with the highlighters, it like did it for me. So that I like that. I'm still kind of iffy on the to-do list. I think I don't know if I have to write smaller or I tried like skipping a line, but then I had a lot more things, so I had to start going in between some of those, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. This is my first time doing it, so I'll get my groove. But for now, I think it's okay. So we'll see throughout the week how I feel, how I'm doing, and it should be okay. It should be okay. Okay, so now that I have everything pretty much down of like all my sticky notes and this section and all of that, I'm pulling out my planning guide just to make sure that I'm not missing anything. Or if I am, like I need to write that down. And this is just kind of like a trigger list for me, to help me to, like make sure that, okay, I need to remember this or that, like things that happen a lot throughout the week, I guess. And yeah, so I'm like writing all those things down. This little thing has helped me so much. I got this idea from Emily. Oh my gosh, Erica at Conversations by Moonlight. She's also here on Instagram and YouTube, or here on YouTube and Instagram. Anyhow, she has like this list that she like made, and it's just kind of like this, like a trigger list of like everything that she needs to make sure that is in her plans. And I was like, oh my God, it's so much easier, because of what I used to do is just write on sticky notes. Like I had all these sticky notes everywhere to remind me, like, I need to do this, make sure I check, school folders and this and that. And I was doing that every week. It was crazy. And so when I saw her, I was like, oh my God, that's like genius, just putting it all in one, and it's, it never changes because it's something you do so I just made sure like to pick the things that I know happen every month or every week or whatever.
We have to return or not return.
And so it's helped so much. And so I just made this little cute card and laminated it, and it's been very helpful to have in here. I refer to it a lot. So yeah, I just kind of keep it up here at the very front of the, like, my calendar section. And it's what?
Foxy.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking to me. Yeah, so it's been very helpful to have that. Okay, and so now that I have my whole week done, I need to make sure that I do my daily. I didn't used to be a daily girly, but lately I've found that it helps a lot, especially with like my ADHD. Like I just look at this page. There's certain days that if I just look at my weekly page, it feels so overwhelming to me that I just like, I get like anxious and it just like overwhelmed, and I'm like, oh, I'm not doing nothing, like I'm done. I just want to take a nap. It's too much. Because it just seems like a lot, and I know like I don't have to do all of this in one day, but for some reason it just depends on the day. My brain decides what it wants to feel. And so that I have found that doing dailies has actually helped me so much, because I'm just putting on there what I need to be done that day. And sometimes it can only be like 2 things or 3 things, not much. And I find that I'm putting it on that daily when on those days that I find it kind of hard. It just helps me. It helps me be productive. Or to choose like, hey, you know what? Maybe this doesn't have to be done this day. I can do it another day. So, yes, good job. So what I have done is I did this like 2 day on one page. Is that how 2 day on one page? I'm still new to this rings lingo, but it's I guess any insert lingo, any whatever, I just call it what I call it. It's one page, and I have 2 days on it. And so those are perfect for days that I really don't have that much going on. I don't have anything that's like timed. As you see before here, I did on the 14th and the 16th. So see, on the 15th, I really didn't have much to do. And then here I have, so those 2, and then I have other inserts in my dailies as well for the days that I will have a lot going on, or that I have timed things that need to be done. I'll use those other pages that are like full day on one page. But for little things like this, I have these little
Mama, look.
Oh, good job. I have these dailies right here. And yeah, so yeah, it's been very helpful to me to see these things. So yeah, so then I just have it to where I have like all the dates on top, and I just circle what day it is, and then I just stamp it with the actual date. And then the top there, I just wrote possible tornadoes throughout the morning. So and I kind of knew like we were probably going to have to go virtual because they were saying it wasn't going to get too like the I-35 area until about 7 a.m. And that's where the schools are along I-35. And so I'm like, yeah, they're definitely going to either push back or cancel schools. But anyhow, so yeah, it happened and we're here. And they've moved on. So now we just got like light rain and stuff going on. So they said there was a few that touched down around Oklahoma. I'm not sure exactly where. But I think it was mainly up north. There were storms here, but not like crazy. The winds were crazy, very crazy, but not anywhere to where like tornadic. So thankfully. Okay, so then yeah, here I'm just writing down all of the things that some have to be done, and then some I would love to get it done. That way it's just over with, but we shall see. So see here, I'm using that pen again, and so far it hasn't skipped. So it's kind of like it picks and chooses when it wants to skip. It's weird. I don't know why it does that, but I love the pen. I love how I feel like I can write. It's like my preferred type of writing. I can get it with this pen and on this paper. So yeah, if it can just get its act together, I would use this pen all the time. And it doesn't smear, which is like amazing. Yep. So then here I just take a highlighter and highlight the things that have actual times on them so that I can see those. They're like in my face, so I don't miss those. But yeah, that's pretty much how I've been planning lately, and actually using dailies, which I've never really done before, unless it was like a really super busy day. Then I would use like a notes page and just kind of do like a running to-do list of sorts. But I've actually kind of liked this because then I can keep it like it stays in here and I see it, and I can see on the days when I feel like very low, I can kind of look back and I'm like, oh my gosh, this day was good. I did a lot. I actually did do, I can see the week and be like, okay, I really did a lot this week. I'm not just, it's some days are just hard. So it's good for me to see that. So I've really been trying to kind of keep up with it. Okay, so next thing I do to plan my week is my meal plan for the week. So I kind of look at some of the ideas I have written there. I need to write more stuff. We have a lot more meals than that. But that's just what I've written down so far. So I get one of these little meal plan sticky notes that I created on Canva. And then try to decide what we're having for dinner. That's always like the hardest thing. I hate it. I don't like it. It's always like, oh, what do we have? What have we had? And then it's also trying to figure out, like, my kids are very picky eaters. And so it's like my son mainly my daughter's, well, the oldest, she eats whatever. She's more adventurous with food than even I am. But yeah, so it's kind of hard sometimes to like, okay, if I make this, will they eat it? Will they eat some of it? Like, which usually it's like, this is what's for dinner, eat, don't eat, whatever. But there's time, like I try to make it to where like they'll eat at least something, so that I make. So I do that, and then I do my
mom makes the best food.
Oh, thank you, baby. And then I make a little grocery list. Also the sticky notes that I made on Canva. And do like a quick little like grocery list of stuff that I need to get that we don't have to be able to make those meal plans. And then Friday we're just doing pizza because it's gonna be a week, I already know. And yeah, Fridays are pretty much like chill, like nobody wants to do hard things on Friday. But so yeah, that's kind of like how I do. And then usually I stick the shopping list over on my daily. that's where I find it. And then the meal plan stays here in front with the weekly section. Yeah, so this meal plan I keep in my like weekly section, and then my actual shopping list I keep in my daily section, because that's when like I open it to my dailies and then I can just see that. But I think today I might just do a Walmart pickup because it's rainy and it's cold and I don't want to get out in this. I didn't have to go get the kids from school because they're home, so it's kind of like I don't want to leave the house. I do, however, have to run to the post office, so yeah, but I don't have to get off for that either. I just go drop it off. So yeah, I think that's what it's going to be, just like Walmart pickup and pick it up tonight. But yeah, y'all, so that's how it's turned out. I really love how this insert looks. I will see like throughout the week, how I feel like it helps me, or if it confuses me. I don't know. I think it'll be fine. I think I already have like in my head a few things I want to tweak on it, but it's gonna work out, I think. So yeah, and then also this was a lot more streamlined than my past plan with me's, I think. Just having a place to like be able to put down my thoughts and my ideas and my to-dos and my everything, having these little post-it notes for this week and the next week, that's really helped me so much, I think, like keep me organized and keep all my thoughts in one place. But yeah, so this is what it looks like. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Yeah, and then this is how the daily looks like. So yeah, it looks like a lot, but it's really not that bad. I don't think, as far as right now, I don't think it's that bad. But anyway, again, thank y'all so much for watching and for being here, and I will see y'all in the next one. Thank y'all so much. Love y'all. Bye.